You see the NSAS, let's use the NSAS
Yes,
process
yes.
for example. And Lagos has not healed from that
From
particular
that
incident.
trauma.
When the protest is ongoing, police officer, you're not supposed to even go there with arms. By the time they bring in arms, you're already sending a different message.
Yeah.
We are here to suppress your activities.
It's as if the police now is like contract and hired.
If you can pay more,
Yeah,
we protect
you. The most.
So just like when I was coming just now, you saw police officer dragging somebody. Is that the police officer protecting the city? Law enforcement in general need a deep root reform. You see US now, they use body cam. Now the essence of that particular body cam is to ensure that while you are doing a particular act,
that you are accountable
being
to yourself.
recorded. They need to be bodies, not just within the police, but like external body that will be fighting these things. When you report to this external body should be able to make and implement punishment.
Do you think public safety is actually a priority in Nigeria?
Today, we are diving deep into a topic that shapes societies and sparks debate: policing, protests, and public safety in political affairs. And to help us break it all down, we have an expert in the field. Joining us is Rex Sunday Okoro, a seasoned legal practitioner with extensive experience in corporate law, compliance, and litigation. With a sharp legal mind and a passion for justice, he is here to dissect the legal frameworks, the rights of citizens, and the role of law enforcement in political landscapes. How do we balance security and civil rights? Where do the lines blur between law and power? Let's get into it.
Hello everyone. Hi Stone Circle fam. Welcome back to another episode of Stone Circle Podcast. Let's talk safety and preach peace of mind. My name is Jennifer, and as always, I am privileged to be hosting yet another episode on Stone Circle Podcast. However, we'll be having a guest as always today. But before we go into that, my call to action again, guys. If you have not seen the previous episode on Stone Circle Podcast, please do well to go and see those episodes. And for my old-time listeners, you guys already know how we roll. Sit tight and don't touch the dial. All right, let's get into what we have for today. Today we will be talking about policing, protests, and public safety in political affairs. That is the topic for today. Remember, everything Stone Circle is all about safety, all round safety in every aspect of human lives. So joining me in the studio today to discuss this topic is an amazing personality. Let's go over and say hi, guys.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today.
It's really an honor to join you, and I'm really happy to be here discussing this topic.
Yeah. Briefly introduce yourself to our audience.
All right, my name is Rex Sunday Okoro, and I'm a legal practitioner. So, as they always say, barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court.
Interesting. Thank you once again for honoring our invite. It's a very huge privilege for you to be here with us today.
You're welcome.
We are looking forward to hearing a lot and learning a lot from you. All right, let's get into it. So we'll start off by asking, what do you think about our topic for today?
Anytime we are talking about this topic, I like to relate it to my experience and also with the law and general practice, both national and international.
Interesting. I like that you have like kind of experience with the policing aspect. What about the protests and public safety in political affairs?
Yes, for protests, of course. Generally, everybody
exactly. You must have protested in one way or the other.
Answers, we're out there holding placards, shouting and everything in your own state as it is. So, protests, yes. Though I wasn't in Lagos as at the Lagos protest, it was more bloody compared to my state. So, hence as I was a full participant and I saw how things, the experiences and everything. And so
What about political?
In politically,
Political affairs,
that one is general too.
public safety.
Yes, public safety is okay. For public safety is a general thing for everybody. So that's why the fact that you are a law enforcement agent or not, it is your duty to ensure there is safety in the public. So your duty as a citizen generally is to ensure that safety. So ensure you protect the life of your fellow citizen. So in doing that, you're ensuring public safety. So everybody generally in that business.
Let's start from the policing aspect. So, questions we have here is: can the police truly protect citizens when they are often seen as enforcers of political agendas? Can they truly make it their JD? Actually, do you even think it's their JD?
Well, the thing is, in theory or in words, we can say it is their JD, but in act,
In
I
action.
would definitely not agree with that. Reason being that most oftentimes police sees fellow citizens either as threats or as inferior to them. Let me use the word inferior.
Inferior.
Reason being that if you see a police officer on the street or in your area right now, or if you just go to the junction now, you see a police officer, something will come to your mind that you first of all check yourself.
Yeah.
Am I properly
Conscious
dressed?
immediately. Yeah.
Am I behaving well? Will this police officer look me somehow? Those things will definitely, even me as a lawyer, it runs through my mind sometimes. I'll be like, okay, this is a police officer. What if this police officer stop me now? And what will I do? So it's human effort, that consciousness.
Consciousness. Yes.
So police oftentimes, I don't think it's not possible for it to be their JD. But in theory,
In
it is
theory, that is
possible.
what- yeah.
But in practical, it is not, because immediately they see somebody that is not well behaved or just behaving anyhow or is not properly dressed.
Yes, that they feel
The
like
next
is
thing
inferior.
is okay, this
and-
person is inferior. Let me intimidate the person. So during the intimidation, you see extortion. What is it called?
everything,
Brutalizing.
brutality. And
Just like when I was coming just now, I was inside the bus. We saw police officer dragging somebody on the street. While during the process of dragging the person across the road, they tore his clothes and everything, and they threw him inside the bus. So, is that a police officer protecting the citizen? No. So basically, they are merely seen as enforcing political agenda.
yeah,
Reason being
agendas,
that
yeah.
they are being controlled politically by our guys at the top. So in order to protect the interests of our guys at the top, these persons will
rather-
tend to have to do the things against their JD.
Yes.
So that's how you see them harassing citizens, or you see them treating citizens anyhow. And that's how they can say, okay, let me use what profiling. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how
profiling,
they
yeah.
can profile anybody on the street, and then they take the person into custody. But before they do one or two things, they'll tell you they are doing investigation. That's what they always tell us. We are doing investigation. We are done. We
Before
release
you
your
know
clients.
it,
So
yeah.
before you know it, the
Stay
person
there
has
for-
been in cell. That's how I slept cell in 2019. I still remember that experience. So in 20, that's
very
so,
bad experience.
so they are enforcing political agenda.
Agendas.
Reason being that they are being controlled by those persons. So because they are the one that pays their salary. So it's the only way, the only means, or the process, or the time you see them protecting or the interests of the citizen is when the thing is done on them, that
okay,
it is now within both international and what have you, that these people are not doing their duty. So that's what we'll do
then
this
they now come out
let's
and
do
be
this
like,
thing,
yeah,
so they
let's
will
do
not say we
this.
are not working. Then the next thing you hear, police are your friend.
Interesting. That's it. During a protest,
During protest,
you see a police officer,
Officer
and you're
with arm.
safe. You are feeling safe.
you're feeling safe. Now the thing is, the possibility there is not even up to 2%.
Exactly.
Now the thing is, when protest is ongoing, police officer, you're not supposed to even go there with arms.
Yes.
In a civilized world, if you check CNN news and all this thing, when US or there's protest in UK or there's protest in Canada,
Yeah.
or this Western world, you see them,
Yes.
you see barricade, you see those there police, is this stick, or I don't know what they call it.
Yes. Buttons.
Yes,
but they
but
just
they hold those things just to try and what
control
and escalate
everything.
the activities.
Yes.
So by the time they bring in arms, you're already sending a different message,
yes,
that we are not here to commit to dialogue or to de-escalate or control anything. We are here to suppress your activities. So at that moment, you that is a citizen, it's sending you another signal that, but to the police officers, if they feel that, sending that message, that fear, that you can then comport yourself and keep chanting your chants and all those activities. But then, that arm alone is already giving them another vibe. So most of them, you see them having a different thought. Since this police officer is armed, what if they start shooting? What if they start doing this? How do I protect myself? Because these people, they are unarmed.
Yes,
so the question of how do I protect myself? How
That's
do I go against this person if they decide to come at us, begin to pop it? So at that moment, the citizens, they are not safe. So the safety there is out. So when you are going, as a police officer, when protest is ongoing, go there unarmed. Then you going there unarmed, your presence alone should tell them that, we are here not to fight, but to assist you. But when you go there with arms, you are sending another signal that,
you have come to attack them. And
So
a protest, especially when it's termed peaceful, I think the police should even be there to support the people, because those are the people they are meant to be protecting.
That's the way it's supposed to be, but now it is not.
No, it's definitely not what is happening, especially in this country.
Protesters will have to keep conscious of themselves. So when they see armed police officers, they have to ensure that at this very moment I'm prepared for the next thing that will happen. But while you are preparing your mind, also ensure to keep calm amidst tension. Continue your protest. Keep chanting your chant. And in that, if the police did not, because police officers, I think the thing with those people when it comes to protest, I think there's a fear that is instilled in them when they see protesters. So I think let me use the word inferiority complex. But they are not inferior, but it's look like, you understand?
The protest is affecting.
Thank you. So if I can't get this thing, then let me go the other way. So that's how it is for them. So for citizens to be safe, they have to ensure that, now that we are doing this and these persons, they are here, first of all, thank God for technology. Put up your phone.
Everything is recording.
Live videos, record those things, so that by the time anything happens, you'll be able to
at what point,
hold the police officers accountable.
True.
While also maintaining your calm, continue your agenda and your purpose. So that's the only way they can ensure not just total safety, because not until they are done and no life lost, no injury, you can't say they are safe.
True. Is it possible for protests to happen in Nigeria, like for protests to happen, or for the organizers of this protest to actually have sit downs with, say, the enforcers, the police officers, to prevent chaos?
I think we had something like that during this NBAD government.
NBAD
government. No, after NSAS. During the NBAD government, a lot of persons, while they were sending messages on Twitter and Telegram, persons were like, let the organizers come to government house. Government house in Aso Rock in Lagos, in Abuja, so that they will discuss on how to plan, and so that they will
protest.
Send police officers to protect them and others. But they do this.
Do you think it's something that can have a lot of persons?
They did respond. Nobody responded. The reason being that one thing is,
who wants to go?
Good. Now that's the question.
So they will say you are the one organizing the
It's not who wants to
protest.
Go. Now, in a civilized world,
it's not supposed to be a thing.
There are persons that will go. Get ready and go to that place.
Yes.
But in Nigeria, nobody will go.
Nobody will. That's exactly what I'm
Because nobody trusts
those people. If you go there now, they'll just carry you, throw you to somewhere.
Fine. That's majorly their aim. And that's why a lot of persons, they saw that, this is their aim. Now, organizers come, they arrest them and detain them, keep them in one place. Police officer, no police now. They will tell you that, oh, come, want to question, want to ask you a few questions. When you go there, you must leave that place till the
problem
next day.
have started.
Yes, so it is very difficult for organizers because there's no trust. For me to come to your house, sit down with you, tell you my plan, tell you my strategies, it means I trust you.
I trust you.
So these things, there's no trust between the both of us. So no. Because another thing, my fear is that if we come to the fear of the organizer is that if they come to that place now and tell you what they want to do, or this is our plan, or these are the major areas that we want
they are instigating
you understand?
war,
So another
war crime or something.
You see them going there to mount plans to arrest. They might
Anybody.
Is it not police officers?
Exactly.
Might even go and plant people there now. And say,
Yeah.
okay, disrupt this protest. This is where they are coming to. Do one or two things here. By the time the destruction enter, to give them the power to start using force because of public safety.
Yeah.
So it's very, very, very difficult for them to cooperate. Before that can happen, there must be trust. For them to build that trust. Though it's difficult, but we have a long way to go, like you said.
So what do you think? Do you think public safety is actually a priority in Nigeria for law enforcement?
Public safety.
This question is actually quite funny because everybody literally know the answer to this. Is public safety actually the priority?
It's not the priority.
It should be.
But supposedly, that's their duty.
Yes.
Protect.
It should be a priority.
Make the public safe for the citizen. But now, is the public safe? Even the police officer, they're even the one making it.
I feel like they're
safe.
even doing like more of individual safety. If you have what it takes to get them to work for you.
Thank you.
It's as if the police now is like contract and hired, so that you can
like if you can pay more, we protect you.
The most.
So let's say for example now, Dangote now has rainfall in a year.
Yeah.
If you pay us more, we can secure your property. And if you pay us more, we can ensure your safety whenever you are going out. That's why when he's going out, you see the entourage. You see the police officer at the front, at the back.
And let's say when a protest is happening like this, they will protect that property more
compared to
the individuals that are protesting for something who they are supposed to actually be protecting.
So generally, it is not.
It is not a priority.
The police officers, I think, for me, it's more of themselves.
Yeah.
Compared to the public. Public is just an excuse to do any other thing they want to do. So, okay, there are incidents where you see, okay, let's say, for example, there are incidents of where they say, Curtis, they were here in this, they were fighting, killing each other. You did not see them.
It's been a while.
You understand?
Exactly.
You will not see them there. But after about, let's say, 2 or 3 days, you see them in that particular area.
Like
anybody they see automatically become a threat.
One of them.
To the public. So they'll pick that person. And that's all.
Exactly.
So that's, for me, when you want to protect the interests of the public, it is when okay, fine, there's violence. No, citizens, there's violence in that particular area. They call you, Curtis are fighting, killing each other. Your duty as a police officer is to respond immediately. You respond to that call immediately. So when you get there, you tackle the activities. That's you maintaining. That's
maintaining order.
That's when it becomes a priority. Not after 2 or 3 days.
After 2 or 3 days, now go and pick innocent people.
Man.
That has not done anything because they are there. After 2 days, an incident occurred.
Yeah. So, in order to ensure public safety, another reason why it will be very difficult for public safety to be, for their priority to be public safety, is because their orga at the top. Let me not say anything because they are dragging
yes, that is actually one of our topics actually.
So I don't want
public safety in political affairs. Because the lady that they are dragging right now is all about, let's say she's the public, and she interfered in the political affairs, and that is the reason why everything is happening.
Yes. Now that's what I want. That's the the point I was trying to make now. A police officer, okay, rather, let's say law enforcement agent.
Yeah.
Let's not use police. Let's just use law enforcement
because it's not just the
general.
police. There's the army, there's the navy, all of them.
Yes, it's all of them.
Exactly.
Now, they see themselves as government, or rather part of government. So anything they say that is against their government automatically become a crime. But normally, it is not a crime. That's you standing up for the right thing, saying the right thing. Oh, sir, although I'm part of this government, sir, I remember when we were in the university, SUG, Student Union Government.
Yes.
Now, when you see the president doing something that is wrong, you are part of that government. As the Secretary General, or as the Speaker of the House, or as the Attorney General, you tell the president, Mr. President, this thing is not okay.
Yeah.
If I cannot advise my president,
who will?
How can I advise my fellow citizens? So that's the issue we are having here. Police, the law enforcement agent, they see themselves as part of the government, but they are afraid to speak. So they feel that if they speak, it becomes an issue. So that's this NYSC girl.
Yeah.
She's part of the government. She's an image of the government.
Yes.
So
government
when she go, yes, thank you. So when she goes out now and tell people, oh, do this during campaigns and rallies, because NYSC, everybody, those persons that are served, you do rally, you must do one public workshop and all those things. During those things, you are representative of the government.
And now for her to be speaking against the government,
thank you. So you are the government, and you are saying the government is bad, or rather terrible. Then they are not saying the presidential aide to the president say they should kill her. They should hang her. That statement is what is it called? Treasonable offense. So that doesn't.
Our country.
So that's the issue. That's controlling. What is it called? That's trying to silence her now from speaking about the government. So the same thing happens to the police officer. Now this law enforcement agent, the major issue is the fact that the government are involved in their activities.
Yeah.
So that's
most times they don't act out of their own.
So in a bid to protect themselves, their own interests, their livelihood and family, so they have to do
what
Oga says. So
exactly. And I think it boils down to the citizens as well, because most times the citizens would rather not involve the law enforcement agents in cases that they should involve them in. Take for instance, you have an issue with somebody over, let's say, land.
Yes.
And instead of you to involve the police, but because you know that their processes are always very, long and
tedious.
Still tedious, money, and still you might not even get any good result at the end of the day. They tend to take laws into their hands. And these are things that keep causing problems in Nigeria.
It also boils down to the fact that I said when you don't trust somebody.
Exactly. There is no trust.
When there is no trust, there is no way
trust at all.
I can ask you to manage my affair.
Exactly.
So if I don't trust you, if you see people, they pick police officer, come and do this thing, they themselves will still be protecting their self.
Yes.
Because this is police. They can turn
against you as
you're the one that reported the matter, but the next thing you might be the one
in prison. You might actually.
I had a client like that. Though he was in Benin, the issue was it's kind of an issue of kidnapping. They took them to some guys took them to a particular hotel in a very remote area and then beat them, took about 1.2 million from them and all those stuff. And then he called me and said, "What should I do?" I said, "Okay, go to the police station.
And make a report.
Go to the police, report to them, and then go and make an arrest." They reported to the police. Police went to the person's house. They didn't see him there, so they told the person to come to the station. When the person came, before he got there, the person has already got in there. What happened? He said he didn't even know. And then they already saying that he was the one that was wrong. That they painted the whole scenario, and they were not planning to throw him into
for a crime that someone else, maybe the person must have paid some huge amount of money to get out. Why does it have to be like that?
So that's the issue. So there's no trust. So if they keep acting like that, they can never be trusted.
How do you think communities can heal from this trauma of police brutality and violence crackdowns? Do you think we can even heal?
Community.
The community, let's say the citizens, everybody. How do you
the thing is,
recommend?
for them to heal, they need to ensure a mechanism or a means of accountability. So you keep fighting, because definitely, if you after protest now, like you see the NSAS, let's use the NSAS
Yes,
process
yes.
for example. Now Lagos has not healed from that
From
particular
that
incident.
trauma
Because if protests come now,
comes again.
you see a lot of person who want to come out and go straight to
That place.
toll gate. But the thing is this: the reason why they are coming out to ensure that the act that repeated itself in 2020, they repeat itself again, is to ensure that this thing stop.
Just to make everything stop.
Yeah. So, like I said earlier, accountability. These police officers, you need to hold them accountable. But we know that before you can hold those people accountable, you need to reform the police.
In lot like
The structure,
reformation.
you need to alter the structure generally. The way it is now, they need to be bodies, not just
They're
within the police,
responsible to-
but like external bodies that will be fighting these things. When you report to these external bodies should be able to make and implement punishment.
True.
Now, by punishment, I'm not talking about the fact that they will sentence them because they are
No,
not judges.
of
So the
course.
punishment is that they should be the one prosecuting this person, just like the way it is in Western world.
Yes.
They have internal affairs unit. Internal
Yes.
affairs will investigate the matter,
Pro-
check it, and then report to the Attorney General's office. Present those people.
This
go and what?
accountability is quite a
understand?
very long.
Process. So that's why I
It's
said
gonna take a while.
it needs reform.
Yes.
Because it's not just only the
I've
police
actually
officers.
experienced this lack of accountability in the hands of the police. Not me directly, though, but I have someone that has gone to make a case, paid money to actually make a case, and after making a case, the
Yes.
next day she comes back and is saying that she did record this case.
Yes.
There was no kind of who did you pay to? She's trying to identify it was a police officer on uniform that took the money from her, gave her a piece of paper. They could not provide
The
who
person.
took that money and who recorded that case.
That's how it
It
is
was cleared all of a
Yes.
sudden, like
That's how it is when it comes to protest. When a particular police officer or a particular agent of the law enforcement now carried out a particular act, they will not be able to provide
the
the person
person.
or hold
Yes,
the person
yes.
responsible. In the bid to protect the person because he was carrying out the agendas of the guys at the top. So you keep that person behind, then you give us another story. We don't know the person you're talking about. Where's the person that shot the gun? Who has the live ammunition? Which you will not be able to provide those person.
yeah.
So where you cannot identify the person thoroughly, they already hinge on it that this person is not there. We don't even know the person you're talking about. So it's very, very difficult to enforce that accountability. But if there is a reform deep down from the head to the bottom last person, then there is every tendency of possibility.
Yeah. True.
In some communities, if not almost all the communities, they have this what is it called, vigilante
Local,
groups,
yeah.
vigilante groups that are doing it. Most of, even if you observe,
Most of them are even very active than the police.
like in my state, there was a particular area where you are going to Benin Auchi Expressway. There's a particular incidence of kidnapping in that road. A lot of persons they be kidnapped. Even they kidnapped a lecturer from my university where I graduated from. Now, but these persons, this vigilante, they actually played a very significant role in catching this person, and they were even the one that handed over those people to the police officer. It was when they got, the way it is, police, they are like this. This vigilante, they are here.
Yeah.
They know the routes.
They know
They
those
know everywhere.
corners.
You understand? So they were I think about after the first arrest they made, when they had to go for the second raid, they had to inform the police that, we are doing this particular thing, you can join us.
And most times
Yes.
it's private individuals that empower these people, give them
Yes.
the things they need to actually do these
Is-
works that
Funny enough, it's just like this what is it called? OPC.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
the way they
Yes. Yes.
started.
Yes.
Most of those groups, that's the way they started. Go and check it.
A lot to be done. Like you said, there's one thing, man, reformation. A lot of reformation, grassroots reformation that needs to happen. So what do you have to say in general about the topic, about Nigeria, about everything? Advise our viewers. audience
Generally,
on
the
how to
topic
be
is a
safe.
very interesting topic. Reason being that it is what we experience in our day-to-day activities. On my way down, I told you just now,
Yeah.
I saw a police officer dragging a citizen.
Harassing a citizen. And when you look into that case, you probably find out
Now,
that
ask yourself, what is the offense? If you ask them, what's the offense of this person, they can't tell you. But they've dragged that person, enter that bus and go to our office. By the time you get to the office, you pay before you leave
huge
there.
amount of money will be leaving.
So
you
that's why
before
I
you
find
come
the topic very interesting, because it's
It's not
also-
just the police though.
not just the police.
A lot of most of the enforcements, be it road safety.
We are using police as a case study.
Exactly,
Let me use that
as a
word.
case study.
The police, let me not use the police. Let us say law enforcement in general need a deep root reform. You need to reform them from the head. Let's try and ensure independence of the law enforcement agent.
Yes.
Create an external body to monitor their activities. Now, when the external body, let's say for example, you want to create an external body, the external body will act as an oversight. Now, that external body can comprise of lawyers, human rights activists, even police
Yes,
officers,
of some
so that
of
they
them,
will
yeah.
not say, "Oh, you are biased, you are this." No, bring in the
Some of
police
them
officer,
too.
law enforcement, civil society member,
Just
activists.
to check their
Then bring in
activities.
members of the Nigerian Bar Association, lawyers. You put them, let them act as what an oversight body to this person. You will discover that accountability will be very effective, because
Very.
once you do a particular thing, ensure technology, body cam. Oh, you see US now, they use body
body
cam.
cam.
They
you
use it
understand?
on their life. What is it called? Bulletproof. Their jacket. Now, the essence of that particular
And it
body
has to
cam
be on
is to
doing
ensure that
everything.
while you are doing a particular act,
That you are accountable
being
to
what?
yourself.
Recorded.
We've come to the end of this session, sadly, so that we ourselves don't get in trouble for things we say. But then the discussion doesn't just end here, guys. We would like to hear from you. We would like to hear what you have to say. Would like to know if protest actually is right, or if it's a risk. Share with us your experiences. Share with us your view. Tell us what you think. Is policing about protection, or is it about control? Join this conversation with Stone Circle Farm, and don't forget to click the link below to drop any updates you have for us, any comment at all. We are open to receiving them, and who knows, we'll probably share it with other viewers as well. So thank you very much, Mr. Rex, for
Thank
joining us. It's really been very eye-opening. This was actually a very good, amazing session. I needed to rant as well. Yeah, I needed to take rant as well.
very necessary.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us.
You're
And
welcome.
thank you guys for tuning in today to the Stone Circle podcast. See you all next time on the next episode. Bye.